Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Okay, I did a video not that long ago talking about two little boys that I ran into at the store and the story behind their situation. A lot of people have been requesting that I do a follow-up on that. So that's part of what this video is going to be about. But I also wanted to come back and respond to your comments under the video because, yeah, you guys are very supportive and just awesome altogether. So let's get to this, all right? Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's this video right here. It's called This Is Heartbreaking. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go check it out. I will leave a link down below in the description. Before we get into this, some people are asking about status of the boys. So I went down to the camp where they were at. The family is no longer there. From what I was told by the people in the camp was the father had gotten in a fight with somebody and they had to leave. One of the people that are staying at the homeless camp, brother knows that family and he knows where they are. So I'm waiting for them to give me an update because I like to just check and see how the boys are doing and follow up with them just a little bit, just because the weather's been really crazy over here. And I'm just curious as to where they ended up at. Once I find out, I'll give you a better update. All right, let's go. You can't change the world, but you can change somebody's world. Beach Walker, you know what? That statement right there, that's it's actually very powerful. I hate using that word now, but it is. It's a very powerful statement. And so I really appreciate what you're saying there because I've had time to reflect on it more than one occasion. And I absolutely love that. It has to be a slogan somehow. You have a heart of gold, Lee. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes I come across a little gruff. God bless you for your work. I pray for our redemption soon. Amen. Yeah, amen to that. I appreciate that. God bless you, Pimpy. Make it happen. Praying for your success and helping others. You're an example for all of us. Sending you love and light. Sans, thank you so much. A lot of people are very supportive of this, but man, it's really a pain in the butt. But after chatting with some people about this, I hate to say this, but instead of doing things the official way, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Because if I wait around for permission from some of these people for the location, whether it's okay with the city to do this, and I was like, why do I have to go through all this? This is like the craziest crap I've ever seen. If I have to wait for all this, I don't know what kind of red tape BS they're going to try to make me go through. So I'm not going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is work with the managers and owners. If they're willing to chip in, that's great. And then we'll put these meals together. I'll find some volunteers to help me pack it up and then just hand it out. So I don't want to get permission to help people. That's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Blessings to you, Pimpy. Thank you. This is what I've been wanting to do. I don't have the funds, but I've been doing research on how to start. It's not easy because everyone wants to benefit off it, but I know it can be done. There are zero excuses for homelessness in America. Thank you, Pimpy, for sharing this. Oh, you're very welcome. Look, a lot of people want to be involved. Once the dinar revalues, if people want to get together and work on a project together, I support that 100%. I do. I would love for us to get together. This will give us a chance to know one another as well as, make a difference. That's something I really want to do. So I appreciate that. God bless you, Pimpy, and God bless you. Marcus, I appreciate this. People are able to donate on my channel. On some of my videos, there's a little money thing there. You can click it and donate if you want to. I know there was a button you could check when you go into your studio. Once I found it, I saw that people had donated to the channel, so I appreciate when you do that. So if I don't thank you, don't think it's because I'm ignoring you or I don't appreciate it. It's just that most of the time I won't even see it until I check later on, so I apologize for that. But Marcus, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Praying for you, brother. I know you're going down a good road. This will only lead to many doors to minister to souls. So that's a door I'm willing to walk through. I appreciate that. People are so evil, they can't see the good in anything. They will always find something wrong with the good thing. There's your sign. Stay away from those type of people. You're a good man, Pimp. Thank you guys. I appreciate the kind words. Man, that's the one thing about this is how much support you guys have given me. People want to get involved, and I would love for you to get involved, but just let me get through this first time, because then I'll know what the hell I need to do every single time and all the crap I got to deal with. So let me get through that first. As I go through this process, I will share the steps with you for those who are interested in doing this in your own community, okay? Evil turns good into bad, and goodness turns bad into good. Yeah, those are very true words. You go, Pimpy. May God bless you and your kindness to other people. In any way we can talk to each other, but not on here. If you have an email or something you want me to hit you up with, just leave it and I'll go ahead and hit you up, all right? They don't want anyone helping them. Yeah, you know what, Linda? This is the craziest thing. What Linda is saying is, I know a lot of people, when you tell them out there, it almost appears as if they don't want us helping each other. It appears that way. I have a cool community. Let me tell you how cool this place is. So there was a girl that moved here from the city, and she started stirring crap up in our neighborhood. And she wanted BLM to come up here and screw with us for some reason. So we heard rumors that a whole bunch of vehicles are coming from the city up to our town. So we get a call from the sheriff town. We're going to meet at this place. He wants to talk to us. And there had been about, I don't know, a couple thousand people in this field. And he said, look, there's not enough of us to protect everybody and everything. And then he gave us permission to arm ourselves. And he said, you have my permission to protect your family, your loved ones, and your property. That's the kind of sheriff we had. So he knew we weren't going to go out there and just start blasting people for stupid reasons. This is a really good community for the most part. But what I'm dealing with right now it does not reflect the community, but more along the lines of some of the officials more than anything else. If the doo-doo hits the fan, trust me, they'll circle the wagons. Been listening to you for 3 years now, and this is the first time I've gotten emotional. Oh, yeah. People have no idea how many times I had to redo that video or how much I had to edit. Just because I was wussified on there. I could not stop crying. Look, there are some times where people don't choose to be criminals. Life makes them criminals. And I don't view those boys as criminals. They were just hungry. And although they were in handcuffs, when I talked to the police officer, he said, I wasn't going to arrest them. I just wanted to scare them a little bit to stop them from doing this. But for me, I saw the bigger picture. They were just hungry. But sadly, their story is not the only one out there. So it's up to us. We have got to learn to come together and unify, because there's some real bad crap happening around this world. And I know there's people out there who really can't afford to help other individuals, but there's other ways you can help. Money doesn't have to be the way you help. There's other ways to do it. I love the inspiration as motivation. I have a similar mission I want to do only with caregivers. Yeah, poor caregivers, man. Well, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, don't get me wrong, but let me give you an example of a great caregiver. My father, who was dying of cancer, had a great caregiver. When he finally ended up in hospice, he got to the point where he was just calling people out. So when I got there one time, the nurse came over and he said, I'm confused about something when it comes to your father. I said, what are you confused about? He goes, I thought I knew all of his daughter's names. And I said, well, what are the names? And she told me, and I said, yes, that's his daughter's. He goes, but he's calling out another daughter. He's calling out for a lady named Kat. And I said, oh, yeah. On his dying bed, he was calling out to his caregiver. She had taken care of him for a while. He was seeing me and he was seeing his daughters. But who he was not seeing was her. And he was really bothered by that. So I went and got her and brought her to see my father. So top down with Tony, I appreciate that. Pimpy got in tears, bro. And starting local can make a great impact. Yeah, again, I was wussified. I was trying not to be. I did a video several times and I had to do a lot of editing. There's no reason for homelessness. There isn't. If we can spend $60 million a month to house illegal immigrants in New York and more than $1 billion per year for all of illegal immigrants in our country, then we could spend somewhere in the neighborhood of $400 million and buy all the homeless people homes. I know that sounds crazy and I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get where I'm coming from. How is it that we got money to give people that aren't citizens of this country housing, clothing, 3 meals a day, plus a debit card with thousands of dollars, up to $10,000 per month, but we don't have that to help our homeless people? That's freaking ridiculous. Thanks, Pimpy. No other words, just thank you. I appreciate that. Praying for you as well. Pimpy, I've been praying for a creator's heart and strategy for the homeless, especially when our boat comes in. I will purposely be contacting you to join your efforts for the homeless. Love you, brother, and your heart for his creation. Talk to you soon. Oh, look, again, I appreciate that. Once this happens, and if people want to join me, I would love to have everybody come aboard. That's double ditto for me, Pimpy. I made a commitment to help someone every single day in some manner. Yeah, that's how people should. Kevin, that's a great point. You don't have to have money. There's different things you could do. You'd be this shocked how sometimes the simplest gesture goes a long ways in their lives because of the situation that they're in. You'll have people going, oh, they put themselves there, oh, they did drugs or whatever. They might have made bad choices, but once they got to a certain level, the drug addiction becomes a disease, and it's not that easy. I know I'm currently dealing with someone who right now going through that. But to let them know that it wasn't for me, that God told me to help them because he sees their struggles. Make a note of my name, Pimpy, for future reference when I do contact you. Absolutely. And you're right. I've helped people before, and they're going, thank you. And I go, no, don't thank me. I appreciate the kind of words, but the truth of the matter is, thank God, because God is the one to put me in this right place in the right time to do what I can to make your life better. So all praise definitely goes to God. Keep in mind, bad publicity just equals publicity. It backfires on them. Yeah, some of the people, though, I like to grab by the neck and choke. Sorry. Wonderful story, Pimpy. You are on my page. I look forward to your next video with the follow-up feel-good story. I have some ideas about these situations you're addressing. I have been doing some research, waiting for the big event. Thank you for your courage, showing others that all it takes is one thing to change everything for many. Like the loaves and fishes, that story can live in today easily. Only if others care enough as you do. God bless, be safe, and keep on shining on brightly. Trudy, thank you so much. You know, again, I want to make sure that people understand when they go, well, you always talk negative about the dinar. I'm not talking negative about the dinar. I'm explaining the truth to you. It may come across as negative because you have been tuning in elsewhere and having people pump you up full of crap, and your emotions are high when you listen to them. This is not that kind of channel. I'm going to tell you exactly what we need to look for and what it's going to take for Iraq to get us there. I would hope that the truth would be something that you appreciate, but in some cases it's not the case. My son lived there for 3 years. He said, Mom, the majority of these homeless people are there by choice. There's a small percentage of them that are not. A lot of drugs infested people. That's the problem. Look, I'll be honest with you. I would say that some of the camps around here, the vast majority of them, if not all of them, are hooked on methamphetamines or fentanyl. There's no doubt about it. But that doesn't mean we just toss them to the side like they're trash. Yes, they made decisions that got them in that situation, but that doesn't mean they should be forgotten, in my opinion. Thanks for tuning us in about Mr. Beast. Love what he does. Yeah, Mr. Beast really is a special human being. He's got 2 channels now. The other one is Mr. Beast Philanthropist. I'm not saying it right. But he's been going around the world doing some amazing things for people. Buying surgeries for them, making sure that wells are put in their villages, sure schools are built, making sure kids have computers, making sure they have solar panels for power. His channel is really inspiring and uplifting for me. Sure, he has another channel where he does cool little stunts and pranky things. That's fine. But he has a more serious channel too. I want to encourage everybody to go check that out. Pimpy, you're a truly amazing human being. I remember you talking about this place in Texas the day I met you in Dallas. Thank you for doing your part to make the world a better place, my friend. You're very welcome. Yeah, Jules. Hi, Jules. I remember this. Yeah, I wanted to meet him, and the timing was off. We missed it. I still need to get over there and talk to him. Just life got in the way recently, but I need to get back over there and meet with him because he's already been successful in what he's doing, so he knows what kind of pitfalls I need to avoid. So he's somebody I absolutely want to work with. This is brilliant. Thank you for sharing. You're very welcome. Yes, just do it. Yeah, I know. I'm at that point right now. Seriously. Wow. Yes, myself and many I know will give back when this hits soon, I hope. So you guys, when I'm talking about Iraq, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there are more than just let me pull some wine out of my butt, hit you with the wine of unicorn pixie dust. It doesn't work that way. Okay, there's a lot of good news. Let's be happy about that. More than I've seen in a long time. I love your heart, Pimpy. I feel the same way. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. When I drive through the city now, it breaks my heart. I just don't understand. The world shouldn't be like this. Keep doing what puts your heart at peace. You guys, thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm hidden in the mountains now. I moved up here a while ago. And when I got up here, I have not been to major cities in a while, but every time I go back there, I cannot believe how bad everything has become. It's unbelievable. And I used to work in Stockton, California. And sure, there were some homeless there, but now it's everywhere. Just keep that in mind for us people in California. We know the truth about Gavin Newsom. This guy is going to be running for president. Biden is going to step down. And you can tell because Biden went to talk to him, and now Gavin Newsom is on holiday with Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. I'm sure she's making sure that the deep state is letting Gavin Newsom know that he's supported, and they're coming up with a strategy to beat Trump right now. So keep that in mind. This isn't about Democrats and Republicans. This isn't about red or blue, black or white, or anything like that. This truly is good versus evil. Your story is very touching, Pippy. I'll help when I can. If there is a reinstatement of the dinar with a okay value, if I can capitalize off my currency, I will definitely help. I'm here in Los Angeles. I've seen it all from when homelessness was contained on Skid Row to where it has spread like a plague. Kipper, yep, you're right here in California like me. I remember going into LA. It used to be a very beautiful city. You can go in there, but the homelessness has definitely spread from Skid Row to all over. San Francisco is hideous right now, you guys. It was one of the best cities you can go to. But the homelessness is so bad and all the businesses are closed down. The streets look terrible. It's so bad. Again, I want to stress that Gavin Newsom is going to replace Biden on the ticket. And if you take a look at what's going on in San Francisco and all up and down California, keep in mind, he was the man that put us in this position. He would do the same thing to America. Thank you so much, Pimpy, for sharing that. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate you right back. Hope you get help with the blessings to help other people in need. If and when the dinar happens, we are going to build a place for the people on the highways and the byways to have a place to go. Come and rest and follow in fellowship. God, I know it will only happen, and it will with Jesus Christ. Amen. That God leads you to the work he has put on your heart. Amen. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, I have a great relationship with God. I know this question is dinar related, but could you make a video, Pimpy, explaining in detail how the Middle East countries who have worse off than Iraq still have a stronger currency? Check all the Middle East countries, and there are several stronger currency values. That makes no sense when compared to the state that Iraq is in now. I'll do that for you, Andrew. I know what the answer is to that. I'll do it for you. Prayers, 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 hearts, thank you. I so need this for me, Pimpy. I've been on the living room couch since 2012 on. It'll come, sweetie, it'll come. Look, I keep telling people, we can't do this alone. Prayer is needed, whether you believe in God or not. We definitely need God to intervene because this world is in a bad shape. No doubt about it. This isn't by accident. This was planned. It was staged. They want us to be this way. He said he spent every dollar he won on the lottery before he died. Who's that? You think the people will let their money go? I do the same thing. I watch people eat at those food trucks and not care. I help when I can, hoping this goes so I can help the sick and kids. One day, God will release them. Don't give up. Have faith. It'll happen. Pippy, stop drinking. I know. That's the goal. Yes. Hi, P. Hi. Sorry, but I don't believe giving money to the poor is the way to help them. I have saw and did many times helping people, but in the end, they don't help themselves. So by just giving them money to them, not many appreciate, and soon we'll end up in the same spot as they were where they used to be. The only way to offer them help is to give them the job or start a nonprofit and hire them to work. That way they'll appreciate their earnings. Remember, no good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, I didn't say anything about people giving them money. That wasn't the goal. And I wouldn't give homeless people money. It just depends on the situation. I mean, if I'm running somewhere real quick and I don't have time, sure, I'll give them money. But for the most part, the best thing to do is take them to the food place and buy the food for them. Or take them into the Walmart and buy the clothes for them. Because they could take the money and do something that you wouldn't appreciate. The goal is to get them off the streets, get them into these houses, clean them up, and make sure that they can get a job and contribute and get acclimated back into society. Do you know something we don't? Because you don't spend the money in your head. Yeah, everybody knows a story about a deal that I was going to earn a fee that was worth millions. And I had in my head already spent the money. I was buying houses and cars, and I was going to live a great life. And then the deal exploded right in front of my face at the last minute. I was so depressed for so long. I learned not to spend the money in my head before I actually get it in the account. Kim Clement spoke about this. He said God would like for us to stretch our hands and feed the homeless with the dinar V, but it's going to get even worse after food shortages and bank bail-ins. Well, that's why you prepare for the food shortages and how to avoid the bank bail-ins. I don't keep money in my bank account. Oh, I thought you were talking about something significant. Let me get back to your workout. Well, you go ahead and do that, Calvin. Anyways, I just wanted you to know I do appreciate all the support. And Marcus, I do appreciate the donations. You guys will do that from time to time, and it does help out. So as I continue to move forward, I will keep you updated on the status. But for me, this is going to be a big learning thing for me more than anything else. Anyways, this is going to keep the thoughts and prayers moving forward. I appreciate that and all the great comments you guys left behind. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. I'm out.